You're back!
I'm Mandy.
I'm Dan.
Subscribe to
BuzzChomp.
Woo! Woo!
Westworld Season 2. Westworld is really freaking big. So the big picture is bigger than most. But this video is all about how Westworld will fall. Not quite sure how many seasons we'll get out of this incredible TV show, but I gotta believe that at this point, the large arc is planned. We have the main Westworld from Season 1. We are going to get a second world in Season 2 that appears to be samurai related. This means that we have at least 2 universes full of hosts that don't quite understand what's going on. We have a select few, like Dolores, and potentially Bernard, but I'm not so sure he's clued in, who realize they are smarter, stronger, and more powerful, because they can't really die, than humans. But Westworld, like all theme parks devised by humans to enslave another, is going to fall. You can't keep a sentient being captured forever and think you won't die or it won't escape. The hosts will ultimately claim Westworld as their own. Because we have yet to fully understand how the different parks are linked, what the corporation's master plan is here, we don't really know what will bring it down. But I'm going to try and guess. My gut tells me Dolores will not survive this adventure. She has died so many times, but the humans, in their attempts to stop her and her army from overtaking Westworld, will find a way to completely remove her from the picture. That is not to say she won't achieve her and Arnold's ultimate goal. They wanted to create, like, humankind's next of kin. And the Westworld hosts are like humans, yet stronger, faster, and they just get reborn again because they're healed up because they're artificial. I have a feeling as the hosts get more and more human-like that there will be very little difference between a human and a host, much like the Cylons in Battlestar Galactica. This means that if the hosts want to integrate with society and humankind, that is truly a very likely end game, but not a particularly interesting one. Westworld itself, especially the first park, is definitely falling. It will be interesting to see how Dolores and her army infiltrate Park 2 or 3 or 4, however many there end up being. It will also be interesting to see if the Man in Black chooses to try to save Westworld or destroy Westworld. Will it still be called Westworld if the Western version falls and we're in Park 2, which is Samurai? Is it still Westworld or is it Eastworld because it's out in China, which is the East? The big picture here, the corporation has hidden lots of secrets within the world of Westworld. I have a feeling some of these secrets relate to their creation of artificial intelligence. I also believe that there are military secrets in there. Westworld and this host army is ripe for warfare. Perhaps they are already in the armies of the world. Perhaps they're relaying to the satellites so that they can control a host army in battle from the same command center that they control Westworld. It is very likely that the technology used as this theme park is being, or already has been, militarized. Maybe they're in the proof of concept phase about how they can control it, and this army will fight for whoever they tell it, and die and reborn, and die and reborn, because you just heal it up. You just patch it up in the locker room. That is a real likely scenario, considering the satellite link to who knows where, and that this is a U.S. corporation, and we all know that anything that a corporation has, especially for entertainment purposes, the U.S. government had 20 years earlier. So, if Ford and Arnold developed this, you're goddamn right the U.S. government found its dirty hands into the pie. While the Man in Black was definitely the prime villain of Season 1, I can see him being the ultimate hero of this story. He already saved Westworld once as a young man. It was going to be destroyed by Arnold because of the ramifications of him creating artificial life, and probably the military ramifications that he could not handle and probably foresaw. Ford saw this too. The Man in Black swept in, kept it afloat, kept it alive, saved it from its own self-destruction and made it into the international success theme park. Who's to say he is not going to save the hosts once again? Prove that they are in fact human enough to be considered humankind, and they should not be militarized soldiers. They should not be theme park attractions to F to your heart's desire, because now they are no different than you and I. If his story truly goes full circle, he will end as the kind-hearted man that he began. He will save not just Westworld, but the hosts, which really are what embody the world itself. And it won't just be one world or two worlds or three. However many they create, he will have to save them all. He'll have to prevent a war being fought between hosts, because that's an endless war when neither side is actually losing any people. Now, in terms of the actual show and its conclusion, that is where the Man in Black and Dolores must team up. I don't know if, like I said, I don't think Dolores survives. I think the Man in Black will ultimately be the hero of the story. I think Bernard will continue to struggle with his humanity, or lack thereof, and he will be the example of how a host is like humans, and no one can tell the frickin' difference unless told. Now, the controls in place, they're being broken down. So if you break them down, there is no difference between us and them. That, I believe, is the ultimate arc of this. That is how Westworld is destroyed, yet the Man in Black ultimately saves it. From an esoteric show, I would expect no less than an esoteric ending. I can see about a 5-year window for this, 5 seasons. If it goes much longer, it's going to get too out of control. I like a nice 5-year arc. Maybe 4 worlds, 1 per season, a little bit much. That's my predictions, sure to go wrong. Hell yes, Westworld. What's going to happen in the big picture? Westworld gonna go down. I'm Dan Salem. Subscribe to the BuzzChomp YouTube channel for more Westworld videos. I got them every week as the show unfolds on HBO. And comment below, what do you think is going to happen along the way? How many seasons are we going to get? Is it going to burn? Woo! Westworld Season 2.
Thanks for watching BuzzChomp.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Subscribe and share.
Share.
Woo!